Hey, this is Kurt's Boat Doctor out here in this beautiful little 1850 Fisher Super Cab. Look how they finished that off. All they need to do now is take that matting and put on that side and on the bottom and sides, and the same thing up here, and it'd really doll the boat up and even quiet it down a little bit. Hey, someone lost their tire. I had to pick it up. I might go ahead and turn on the deck boards right there. Get all this stuff off, mud. And I'll have to work it off when I get back. There, see, spray that down. Get that all back there. Kick on the bilge pump. Make it pretty. There you go. Put that baby right back there. Turn on the bilge pump. Turn off the deck board. Then what we'll do is fire it up. Give it some gas. Get the front end up. I'll trim it up so it goes out. Bilge. That's how you do that. Anyway, beautiful little boat. It's got the command link gauges around. You got your fuel economy. Wide open throttle is about 37 miles an hour. And it only burnt 11 gallons an hour. That is unbelievable fuel economy. Wide open. About 1.6 at 7. So if you're tuna fishing. And then the cruising speed, I think it was about 5 gallons an hour. Most boats are about 18 plus. I adjusted your trim cam sensor. Now if I got it trimmed down, I'm going to turn off that bilge pump. There you go. So now when I trim it all the way down, you got one bar. You got 1.3 hours on it. I set up the Marina. You do have the Navionics card in here. I'm going to have them lower the transducer a little bit because every once in a while you'll lose your depth reading. That means it's too high, because right now it's locked in right there. So now there's your depth and there's bait. So that's all set up for you. Windlass, believe it or not, I tried that. That works. I was coming out of Charleston up the runway there and no fuel. They forgot to turn on the valve in the back. Underneath that there's a blue valve where your fuel tank pickup is. It needs to be open or you're going to starve on fuel. So I was able to stop the boat so I didn't run on the rocks. And then I went back up under there to check the primer bulb, and I looked over there and I seen the valve was off. Good water flow out the back. It's 115. It turns about 6100. They will tune 63. It's a left-hand motor, which doesn't matter left or right. It would do the same on a single motor application. You wouldn't know the difference. But anyway, they had a right-hand prop, so needless to say, when you're forward, you're going reverse, and reverse, you're going forward. But that's all taken care of now. Right there's your gate. The gate's inside this box and all your owner's manuals and everything. You got the nice seats on here. Warts down, I showed you that works. Batteries are under there, and your battery switch is there. The yellow is down below, so if that ran out of juice, you just flip that down to yellow. It'll take all the batteries and give you enough to fire it up. You got little steps there, handles all the way across, USB port, 12-volt power point, single wiper. All your lights worked up into here. Your wiper worked. And that's worked. Your fuel, I put in 20 gallons of non-ethanol. You got a little pocket here you can put your cell phone in, which is kind of nice. So now you can bump this, just put this in gear. You go over here where it says the hours. See, here's your temperature, battery. You go here to the hours, then hold this for 3 seconds. The T will pop up. Hold the mode button until it says troll. Then when them numbers come up, every time you push that, it's going to go up 50 RPMs up to about 900. There's 800, 850. There's 900, 950, 1,000. Ooh, it goes up to 1,000. I'll be damned. Now we're doing 3 miles an hour. And that's that VTS. So now what you can do is if you bump the throttle, of course it's going to kick it out, and then you'll see a T just hit that and it kicks it off. And then what we'll do is line you up here. put that in gear, crank this wheel over, trim it down. Now watch this. This is a Zero design. Both can turn that tight at that speed. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit it in reverse. Look at that in reverse. Just spin it in one spot, no water in the back. Only a Stabie. And you can steer this, and like what I do is when you're going, if it's kind of hard to steer one way even with hydraulic, you just use your trim. Like if you're going at this speed, it goes good to left, right. There you go. So that's pretty good. And actually with this boat, I can bring that back and I can steer it in neutral. Look at this. How the boat's going to the right in neutral. See how I can steer the boat to the left? Try that and somebody else in neutral. How you can steer this boat. That's pretty amazing. All right, it's a boat dog 1850 2023 with a 115 stabicraft, virtually unsinkable. And if not, I can throw that tire in. That's a good life. That sucker was floating, so I know she floats. I could hang on that for a ring. Yeah, I could throw, if someone fell in, I could throw that tire and whack them in the head or something. All right, boat doctor out.